Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Tuesday, October 7th. I'm going to review 0-day options today. I took on SPY and the small account challenge. We finally got a move, a bit of a move. 5.5 points or so today. Not a super easy day, but larger range, so makes it easier in a sense, just because, and it did kind of test, it didn't really, ended up not really testing it, just bear flagged. But the range is big enough that even the bounces in the wedge, you could do pretty good trades on. And somehow red, yeah, it's a little disappointing because it was a little tricky though, looking back on it. Like, the most obvious setup is this one, but yeah, even this one, the retrace was not very nice. It just kind of grinded up in that channel and broke it. Wasn't a nice looking head. Anyways, let's review it. I'm gonna look at Eric's and Emperor's charts. Eric is SPY day trading on YouTube, and his Discord is linked in the description if you're obliged to join. And Emperor is one of his members. He charts as well. I've not been charting lately. I've just kind of tried it, just following theirs, which I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know. I don't know if it's helping me. I just can't tell. But yeah, today we had, so here's Eric's 30-minute. We opened up here, so he actually, I kind of just want to review his trades. We opened up here, and he was aggressive with getting puts this morning, like 9:33, 3 minutes after the bell. He was getting puts, which I usually don't see him take trades in the first 10 minutes at least. This morning he was just scalping like a ninja, just in and out like crazy for the first like hour. I think he was pretty confident just because, but no, that wouldn't make sense. I'm not sure. I guess because we're at the high, and he figured he needed more liquidity. Maybe also because this yellow, but this yellow wouldn't be there from maybe from there. I was gonna say it's because of magenta, but magenta he put in because of that. Unless there's some sort of spacing, like equal spacing to here, but I don't think so. So anyways, yeah, he was aggressive on shorting. But anyways, yeah, gapped up. So closed this cup and then basically broke the buying channel, this first one, and just had aggressive selling. And it caught 5-day, came below it. Now 5 days actually resistance. It's pretty clear now seeing it on the 30-minute. Huh, wonder if puts were in order for close. I might start doing that more, just opening positions at the end of day. If the play didn't finish off. They've got to gap up actually after hours a little bit. Anyways, yeah, so here's Eric's 1 minute. It's easier now because one, hindsight, but also these lines get moved around a bit and added, and I mean, this is a clear nice rejection, which was not here this morning, of that resistance that was support. But yeah, he was taking puts through here and scalping like crazy. My first trade was a bit later. I did this, so the inverse cup completed, and we had a bounce here for a handle. I wanted it to come up to pink, of course. That would have been ideal, or an entry, because that would have been a nice spot for stops. It didn't, so makes me a little uncomfortable. But I ended up taking it anyways once it broke green, and my risk basically is down to first take profit will be this orange, second would be magenta, third probably low a day right there, somewhere in there, maybe just the second one, and then third would be as a runner. I don't know where. I'd probably look at the 30-minute chart or longer time frame, or breaking this green, but this green probably was here and then it broke it and then it moved it out. So yeah, I guess you could wait for a reversal candle, like a green candle. First green candle could be your last exit. And then it did it again. I didn't actually take that on the small account. I did on the big account though. I got, sorry, I'm not subscribed or whatever to TV. I got it on this candle here. So it wasn't a huge move. I only got one contract just on the big account. I'm not going to review the big account trades. I did a lot of trades today. That's part of the reason I'm probably red. There were good moves. I need to review it more closely and see actually what happened. There's one, I was up like 350 and I didn't take any profit because it didn't hit my profit target, and then it reversed and I just stopped out for break even. And then that turned around to another one that I just took like a $300 stop, and I'm like, that's a bad swing, $600 swing. So I think that was one of the contributors, because a lot of my trades were very tight, like nice little green trades, and then my stops were tight. I was kind of just trading in the range. But yeah, I got one here, sold it like here. I was pretty early on the sell. Actually, it might have even been, I think it was like here. It did keep going, which would have been nice for a second one, but I didn't get it. I'm not sure. Did I take this one? I maybe did this on the big account. I'm not sure. Came down. It's also obvious now that it's happened and these lines are all cleaned up. Now we've got this nice blue one. Okay, yeah. So right here, I took my first trade on the small account. Where was I? Yep. So small little structure here. This one was nice. Nicer little pump up. Same with this one. This one was rejecting that orange. Same with that one. Very nice for an entry. Of course, you can take it on the break also, which I don't like, but that's what I end up doing more often, I feel like. This doesn't always retrace all the way. I don't know. These, I don't think these orange ones were here. And well, also this blue wasn't here, so basically if you're taking on orange, that's your stop then, and I don't like having a stop that's going against me. So if it grinds up this and I have puts, that's just nasty. So that's why ideally I'd want it on pink for my stops. I didn't take that break. Structure was very small. Then it came down. I'm like, all right, I need to get involved. I did see this retest magenta. It was tight, but I think this is where I got in. What the heck? I got in here? Oh, yeah, I remember this trade. So it broke magenta. I was looking for a retrace on magenta to take an entry. And this is the closest. It did this little candle, and then I got in on this one. I guess this was kind of a chase in the channel, in the precision, which isn't ideal. Yeah, that was a bad trade now looking at it. At the time I didn't think it was that bad of a trade, but I mean, if it worked, of course it would have seemed fine, but it wasn't too, I mean, it was managed risk, and it was there because I closed it out right here. So once it broke green, I was out. So yeah, it was fine. I mean, it would have been better if I waited for it to retest. But if it retested, then I'm waiting for it, well, I guess for this blue, but I'm not sure if that blue was even around then. Yeah, at this point I'm like, all right, it broke green. But yeah, just chopped in that magenta for a bit. Okay, and then I got back in here. So these are my only trades actually on the small account because they were kind of expensive. And the account's pretty tiny now. So one trade, one contract is basically all I get. Yeah, so I got back in here once I found resistance on magenta. It danced around a bit. And came up, came down, broke through here. I was up a little bit on it. I'm like, that's neat. But then it came back up, and then I'm like, oh no. Remembering this now. So I withstood all of this grind and chop. I'm seeing it break the orange, and that's good, but it's not breaking magenta. This pink's way up here. I don't think that was there at that point. It's hanging out. No way. Yeah, it was. So I have to have a stop somewhere, and so I picked this blue. Like, if I stop selling this blue, I'm gonna get out of it because it could come all the way back up here to magenta. And so yeah, I closed out on this candle, literally on this red candle. I remember that it came up here. I didn't wait for the candle to close. That is my bad. I know better than that. Some candles though, it's good just to close it on because you can tell just with volume, and this volume was very big relatively, and it was green, and it had failed to break through at that point. So yeah, I don't know at what on the second time frame, like how many seconds it was if I waited. I don't feel like I panic closed it, but looking at it now, yeah, if I probably waited 10 seconds, this probably would have wicked and then done this big fleshy move where Now after this, I'm not sure. Maybe I would have closed it here. And if I didn't, I probably would have ended up closing it here because this one did close above it. And you see, conveniently drew another one there. So it's not always perfect. And that is why you have to have risk management. So unfortunately, this little blunder in here stopped me out. So ideally, I'm already in a position, you know, like up here, I wasn't in a position, but I have runners, I have extra ones. And I can just kind of hold through all this. And that's what I need to improve on. We don't always get trend days. Trend days are like, what, 25% of the time or 20% of the time. I would say today was kind of a trend day because it did make quite a big move in the beginning. It didn't have continuation though for the second half, so not necessarily a trend day, but definitely holding puts through here would have been lovely. And just taking profits on big reds. So yeah, that was annoying. And then what happened after that? Okay, then this pink came around, this tapering pink one. Right about here, he put that in. So I was already stopped out of that, and I was already like, oh, that's annoying. That nice big red candle. But that said, like I said, I probably would have stopped out on this green one that closed up here. Because it also closed above magenta. Yeah, that was a little stop hunt probably. But then pink went in, and it starts coming down. I'm like, well, I could get back in, but no. Now I'm like, I don't think so, because we have pink down here. This is not good risk to reward, because my stop has to be up here. I'm basically right in the middle. It's like 1-to-1, not even. So I left it, and then it came down, and then this. I was a little more focused. I could have. It's like it keeps not happening, and then it happens. And so it's like you gotta keep having these failed attempts for the actual move, and it's that last one that you decide not to take because you're over it, and it goes. So this one would have been a chase, but it can be a chase because it's breaking this controlled selling from the bulls, and the bears are taking over. So it's a selling algo flipping into a steeper selling algo. And I saw it here, and I'm like, oh, I guess I could take that. Increased volume also is another good sign. I didn't, because I'm like, well, it's come down quite a bit. 5-day was like right here, I think. I don't know why it's flat. I was just like, yeah, whatever. So it's not like a huge move, but yeah, it literally did the move right after I got stopped. And that's why I say today's a little bit tricky, because this would have been the entry, unless you're already in it from up here, which you could have been. But then it was, I mean, this was a bit of a grind. Like, puts were going up in value, but it was a bit of a grind with some, like this, a lot of liquidity there. So if you were just taking smaller trades, like if you had one contract, then yeah, you probably wouldn't have been in a position for this until right here. And if you were in position, yeah, I guess you could have been on this, which I got in position here, so I even got in there. But to not be stopped out through this, yeah, I just have to be a little loose with my stops, which I can't be with this small of an account. I guess that's maybe just an excuse, I'm not sure. Pink I don't think was there, but that could have been a stop if you then entered here. Yeah, sometimes the best trades are the ones I forget that I'm in, right? I opened it and I forget about it, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, that's nice. So anyways, that move happened. We had 5-day here, excuse me, and just liquidity being built. I was actually looking for a retracement trade, Zami, and off of magenta here. It didn't happen, broke below it. I maybe got this actually on the big account, this little retest on magenta. I did actually, yeah. So this is a nice little trade. I had one contract. I think I sold it right here after the big red. I don't know why I'm doing one contract. I guess because I've had some red days and I just want to stay scaled back. After that, not sure if I did anything. I didn't do anything on the small account. I was out of buying power. I did. I had some nice little trades in here though. I got puts. I think I got puts for this move. Yeah, I definitely got puts for that move, or one. I got one for that move. I think I closed it here. I got probably trades in here that I got stopped out on. Can't remember if I caught that. Yeah, it ended up just red. Just I think the last 3 or 4 hours, there were some good trades, but like I said, one of them was, oh, this one right here. Oh, this was the one. Dang it. So I got puts on this one. I can't remember where. I don't know if I got on the break here. Yeah, I think I got actually on this break because this wasn't a great entry for me. So got him here. It comes down. This is the one that was up, and I kind of scaled up a little bit. I don't know if I just had FOMO from kind of missing it back there or what, but I don't know. I want to scale up. I want to be ready to, you know. So I don't want to trade more. I want to trade less and a bigger size. I don't know if it was this one I scaled up on, and I was up pretty good, but I was waiting for low a day, and it never hit it. And so that's fine. So I think I reduced risk. I probably sold one here, so I had a little profit, and then I just put a break-even stop, and of course it stopped out. So didn't have continuation there, which is fine. I think I then flipped the calls. You see how I was going. I was basically just trying to trade within the wedge, which it is kind of working. You just got to be careful, like, and not overdo it. Eric says once you've made money on one way, don't be careful trying to make money on the backside. Of course, he does it, and you can do it. But as this wedge gets tighter, it's also more sketchy. As you can see, this just gets gnarly. I probably lost a little bit in here too. End of day. I don't think I traded this. Oh. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself. Today the action was good enough for me to have a green day. I'm gonna review a little closer. Here's Emperor's chart. I don't have a good analysis for you on the big account because I haven't reviewed all the trades, but I want to see what went wrong, where I went wrong. Small account, I only had a couple opportunities and I was out. This one stopped me out. I suppose I could have been more patient. Patience usually is the answer, and I could have just waited for that break and taken it. That would have been it. Yeah, the retrace, so that all of that would have helped. It starts snowballing, right? Like one good decision turns into another one, or one bad decision turns into another one. And so like an entry here, like not waiting for it to retest magenta all the way. I'm being impatient. I would have FOMO. I don't want to miss it. So then I have a bad entry, and then it comes up here. I'm like, you know, this is taxing on your emotions, even though it's a tiny drawdown. But I'm trying to treat this like a multi-million-dollar account. So yeah, this taxes you. Comes up, tests it, comes down. Okay, but if you entered here, I'm not looking at my position either. I don't look at my P&L. I don't do that at all anymore. Up, down, sideways, I don't know. So that's why I was actually a little surprised towards the end of the day. I did look at where I was at. I was thinking I was maybe even a little green, and I was like, oh, I'm red. And then I maybe actually got even more red because I saw my P&L, and I'm like trying to revenge a little bit. I'm not sure, but the patience, it was implemented there. That would have snowballed into being more confident to hold through this, even though I'm not looking at the P&L, just knowing that it's probably green. But this was tricky because it did. It broke the teal here on Emperors, on Eric's. It was breaking all those. So in this situation, you'd have to have a stop with a vertical line, like grabbing this liquidity right here. So 671.27. That could have been your stop. Otherwise, yeah, just playing with the channels, it wouldn't have worked. But yeah, once this pink was drawn in, I don't know if I would have even held it past this. I probably would end up closing right here and not tried to hold for this. So then you could have re-entered, but not on a small account. Anyways, that's what I got, guys. Oh man, tomorrow's Wednesday. We got like, I've only got like maybe 1 or 2 more days like today. Today's only a small red day actually. This account. Quick stops, there they are. There's a small account. I need a 100% day on this thing. I don't want to go into tomorrow thinking that though, so I'm just gonna try and get base hits. I don't have enough for runners, so one contract we'll have to do, and maybe I'll get 2 swings at it. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. See you tomorrow. Peace out.